Welcome back, everyone, and that's it. That's all she wrote. That's the end of it. All 10 episodes of X-Men 97 have been released. All the numbers have been calculated. All the ratings have come in. Everything has been checked. And once again, as I've stated before, and people were very pissed, but it's just the facts, it's absent from the Nielsen charts, which means X-Men 97 did not make any substantial numbers. Again, as I will state, I want to make it very clear. I'm not saying that people did not watch it. I'm just saying people did not watch it on Disney Plus, because Disney has ruined their brand so badly. People are not interested in watching anything at all. That's it. Let's get into these facts here, people. This is from Cosmic Book News. X-Men 97 ratings horrible. Season finale absent from Nielsen despite 75% increase in viewership. Yep. Fans didn't tune in to binge watch, and the ratings are less than What If, Miss Marvel, and Echo. So yeah, it's not just some kind of nonsense. You're seeing the decline. This is what Disney has done to themselves. You understand me? If you're telling me X-Men 97, the viewership is lower than Ms. Marvel and Echo, well, that is a serious problem right there. Right? Well, folks, all 10 episodes of X-Men 97 have been released, and even with the big viewership increase leading to the season finale, not one episode has made its way onto the Nielsen ratings or the Samba TV charts. Not one. So that's it. That's every episode for every week has been tallied. None of them have made it onto either Nielsen or Samba TV ratings charts. None. According to Disney, 3.75 million viewers tuned in for the season finale, up 75% from the 2-episode premiere. Now, here's the problem when I need to talk about before I go on it. Disney counts when people watch it, and even if they tune out halfway through, they still count that as somebody watching everything, right? Nielsen doesn't know. Nielsen, and the others, you have to actually, they count the minutes, so they will see how much minutes you spent watching everything. So if you watch the entire episode, that will be calculated. If you watch 10 minutes and let's say, you know what, this is nonsense, and you're out, it does not get calculated like that. So that is the difference. So when they say it was about 3.75 million people watch all of that, did they all finish watching it? That's the question you really need to ask. Right. However, as we see from Nielsen rating for the week the season finale was released, X-Men 97 is again nowhere to be found. Right. This is the chart here. Let me bring it up so you could see. Right. This is it here. This is for the week of May 13 to 19, 2024. This is the last week that the last episode of X-Men 97 was on. Every week that it has been on, every episode has never made the Nielsen ratings chart. This was the last chance for it to make it, and it's nowhere to be found. At the top is Bridgerton, then we have Evil, Ashley, Maddox, Sex, Lies, and Scandal, The Roast of Tom Brady, Outer Range, Bodkin, Fallout 2024, Baby Reindeer, A Man in Full, and Clarkson's Farm at the bottom. No X-Men 97. Nowhere to be found. This is the facts, people. Nowhere to be found. And even more, nothing here has Disney Plus on it. Nothing. Nothing here. At the bottom of the Nielsen rating for the week is Prime Video's Clarkson's Farm at only 219 million minutes. So that means the season finale and all 10 episodes are even lower than that number. Again, this is the problem. This is what this is doing. They've damaged their brand and they're driving away people. Since Nielsen measures all episodes available within a given week's time frame, that also means X-Men 97 wasn't binged watched by latecomers who wanted to watch all the episodes at once. You understand me? So this is what I'm saying. They calculate all the episodes within a given week's time frame. So if people were like, I didn't see it, let me go and binge watch it, they would calculate that, and that means nobody, because people actually contacted me and said they have no interest whatsoever, none, in watching X-Men and watching anything Disney has to put out. That's what they said. Now, I did my review for it. Like I said, show had some issues here and there. It wasn't terrible. The story needed some work and some things needed to be done. Okay, fine. But a lot of people checked out and were like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna put myself through that nonsense because I have no trust whatsoever in Disney. This is what happens when you damage your brand and you're too damn arrogant to admit it. This is it. This also means the ratings are even worse than initially thought. Lord have mercy. If there was a 75% increase in viewership towards the end of the season, and it's still not on the Nielsen ratings charts, which is the industry standard for ratings. So if they're telling me it was a 75% increase, and it still hasn't reached on the Nielsen rating chart ever for any of the weeks, that tells me if you got a 75% increase, who was watching it before? How many people were actually watching it before? You could say that we give a 75% increase. Like I said, Disney counts. If you watch something for 10 minutes and say, you know what, I'm done, they count that as you watching it. Nielsen doesn't. Nielsen tracks the minutes watched, so you have to actually sit and watch the entire episode to be counted. That's what I'm saying. People aren't watching it in the numbers that they want. These are the facts. Right. This is the Samba rating here. Let me bring this up. Right. So this is for the same week now. Right. We have Bridgerton Season 3, Mother of the Bride, Roast of Tom Brady, John Mulaney Presents Everybody in LA Season 1, Bodkin, Kevin Hart, the Kennedy Center, Mark Twain Prize for American Humor, Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire, Baby Reindeer Season 1, The Idea of You, and The Sympathizer Season 1. No X-Men 97, and once again, no Disney Plus. Netflix has taken up the majority of the board here. Nothing again. That is it, people. Nothing again. This was the final. This was it. This was the final chance for for X-Men 97 to reach onto the charts to show that, people are watching it. Didn't happen. Right. It goes on. The author of this article goes on to say that fits with my review where I said X-Men 97 starts off boring, sappy, and overly soap opera-like, but gets good in the last few episodes of the season, then ends. I will say something similar to that. There were certain parts of it that were boring and a little sappy, and we're trying to play the soap opera angle. Didn't necessarily make sense. A lot of it was actually pretty good. There were some interesting factors. They did take some things from the comics, but some things weren't done well. They needed more time to properly flush out everything that they needed to do. Towards the end, the whole Magneto thing was just ridiculous. Rogue was just ridiculous, to be honest with you. And then it ended, but the way it ended, I liked it. Them scattered across time. Okay, want to see where that goes? Fine. But again, people just weren't showing up. People probably streamed it online from other things, or watched it online. But they weren't watching it on Disney Plus because you've damaged your brand that badly. So I also have to think Disney expected way better numbers than what they got as its X-Men, and the original show was watched by 23 million viewers who are all grown up now. Yeah, yes, they did, but what you see, it's the same problem that you're getting with Disney, anything they do. Let's make Little Mermaid black and then spend our entire marketing budget to tell everybody that they're racist for not loving it. Let's have Rachel Zegler be Snow White, because we can't have any white woman do anything, and then she goes out there, shoots her mouth off about how everything that was in Snow White was wrong and what they're going to do now is right, and the prince was literally stalking her. You understand me? Let's put out a Peter Pan and Wendy where we make Tinkerbell black. Peter Pan is the real villain, Wendy is the bestest ever, and everybody else is just a waste of space. Right? You think people are going to be interested in this? No. Because everything that was good before, you could have just built on that and kept going. No. You decided you needed to change it because you know better just because. And this is what pissing people off. Fans of the original X-Men wanted to see it continue on and do what they have to do. But Disney has damaged their brand so badly, nobody's interested. People might have said, you know what, I'll give it a shot, maybe. But then the minute you came out and started to talk about, Morph is going to be non-binary, we were like, you know what, I'm done. Why does Morph need to be non-binary? Because they think that's important. Nobody gives a flying foot. People do not care. People do not care. Stop inserting your crap into these things. Now, to some, these things may seem very small and minute, and there's nothing to be worried about. But they build and they compound over time, and this is why people are sick and tired of it. Had you just made a good X-Men series, done the animation a little better, like I said, I never liked the animation, made the stories a flow a little bit more, put out more episodes because you needed more episodes to properly tell that story. You understand me? It would have been a massive success. It would have been, but people have absolutely no trust in you. And they would rather watch it online than watch it on Disney Plus. And these numbers are literally strangling Disney at this point. Well, what's up and says here, the X-Men 97 ratings are also lower than What If, and the MCU's two least watched shows, Ms. Marvel and Echo. Well, that is an embarrassment in itself. Samba TV also refused to release any of its data for X-Men 97, again, where I'm guessing it's an request of Disney due to such a low amount of viewership, which would come off as bad publicity since Disney invested in Samba TV. I'm also guessing that this similar to the recent report about the demographic distribution of the Star Wars and Marvel franchises. Marvel is targeting a raw audience. How is it working out? Because they keep thinking Gen Z is the audience to go up, not realizing Gen Z doesn't know or like anything or not even sure what they want to do most of the time. If you make things for the actual fans, you will bring in new fans, but you don't want to do that. You want some phantom audience that does not exist, and you keep embarrassing yourself. This is what you're doing. So yeah, sorry Rogue, guess joining Magneto didn't help at all, because once again, all the info is in and nobody watched it. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell. Be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.